All right, in this video, we're going to talk about bundling. Bundling is an excellent way to differentiate your product from the competitors and for you to steal away some sales. So we're going to talk in this video about do's and don'ts of bundling and a couple more other tips. We're going to also look at a few examples. So who would buy this 30-ounce stainless steel tumbler by itself when you could buy this 30-ounce stainless steel tumbler with a handle, a straw cleaner, and 2 different types of lids and beautiful packaging? I mean, is this even a question? Let's talk a little bit more about bundling. Now, when we bundle, we're looking for, first off, inexpensive add-on items for our original product. You notice the ones in the last slide? Those were all fairly cheap items. And 2, we're looking for items that won't make the shipping package much larger. That way, when we run a couple estimates of what our potential profit will be looking at original items, we know that the fees to ship ours and to fulfill it won't be much larger or much more expensive than the original item if we can keep the accessories smaller in size or ones that can fit in the box a lot smaller. Otherwise, if we start getting a gigantic box just to ship our bundle, then there goes the profit margins. Now, we don't want to just add in random items. They need to have value and purpose. Ask yourself, would I potentially buy this add-on item if I bought the original item? Now, looking at the frequently bought together section on a listing can give you clues. Now, every single product listing on Amazon, we scroll down, midway through the page, it has this section that's called frequently bought together. Here we see in this example, a 30-ounce stainless steel tumbler, and this is a very popular model and brand. And what do we see that people are often buying with it? Stainless steel straws with a straw cleaner. Now, in order for a product to show up in this frequently bought together with the original item, many people have to purchase it. A product won't show here just if someone bought this 30-ounce stainless steel tumbler, maybe 3 people bought the straws. No, a lot of people. So this is giving you clear data that this is an item that people want and thus has value and purpose. Now, when we look at that box, we can tell that, adding a few straws in there won't make this package huge. Won't make it really heavy or anything. But the package might have a little extra space in it. We can maybe put a baby socks in there, maybe a squishy toy, maybe some tea. Who knows? We could probably fit a whole bunch of items in there. But you know what? The key thing is those are random items. They do not have value and purpose based on our original product. Kind of think to yourself, if this person bought the original product, what other accessories or things would they like to have with it? And those are the types of things you want to have in your bundle. Now let's talk about a few questions that we need to ask. Would this bundle entice me? Now sometimes we can get caught up in the whole Amazon mindset, I'm just going to put some things together, maybe people want to buy that. But in reality, we're just trying to throw something together. We really need to think to ourselves, if I came here to this search keyword and I was looking through the page for stainless steel tumbler or whatever it is, would this bundle entice me? I know if I was looking for a 30-ounce tumbler and I saw that one with all the accessories, if it was priced reasonably in comparison, I definitely would want all those accessories. I mean, who wouldn't? So really ask yourself, would the bundle entice you? Now, what else? Ask a friend who doesn't mind hurting your feelings. No yes men, right? So this bundle, will it entice you? Perhaps. Maybe you think, wow, not only is this gonna entice me, but it's gonna make me a ton of money. But we don't want to have some skewed vision just because we think something sounds great or looks great. So talk to a friend. We all have a friend who doesn't mind speaking their mind and show them. Say, you know what, would this interest you if you had this product and it came with this as compared to just the original item? And see what they say. If they say, you know what, I would have no need or any desire for those other items at all, then that can give you some clues, right? Having a second set of eyes, another set of observations and opinions can really help us to make a good decision when it comes to bundling. What do we want to do next? Ask somebody who would be the ideal target demographic. Would they buy it? Let's say we're offering a baby item and we're thinking about bundling something with it. Are we going to go over and talk to our neighbor who is a single 23-year-old male? Absolutely not, right? He would not give us good data to go off of. We would want to find expecting mothers or mothers with new children and ask them, does this bundle make sense to you? Would you buy this bundle instead of buying the original product? And then we want to ask the next question. How much would they pay over the competitor's item for your bundle idea? Again, they may say, yeah, I would buy that bundle. But then when you say, okay, well, here is this part by itself, how much would you pay over to get all of this together? And see what they say. Don't tell them how much you're planning on selling it for. Tell them or ask them how much they would be willing to pay over the one. And then you can kind of start to get an idea. Okay, this is my ideal customer. This is my target demographic. I've asked them, they give me their observation. I've really thought about myself as a customer. And I've also asked somebody who doesn't care about my feelings or hurting them, right? And the more people you can ask, especially your ideal target demographic, the better. You may get some conflicting answers. That's why the more the better. And the results should speak for themselves. Let's look at an example here. Now, this is a barn door handle. Barn doors in people's houses are getting really popular nowadays. And here is a very top-selling handle. It's nice. It looks like this black matte color. It's a pretty well-selling listing. Look at that, $22,000 in monthly revenue, only 50 reviews, priced at $29.28. Nice little price point there, and has a nice little review to sales ratio, only 2%. That means for every 100 purchases, only 2 people are leaving reviews. Okay. And it has a decent rating, 4.3, could be improved. So we see this product. But you know what, if you look on Amazon, you'll find 5 to 10 people trying to sell this exact same thing. And eventually it's gonna become a race to the bottom because there is no differentiating factor. And we here at Private Label Masters do not recommend selling Me Too products. So does that mean you should go out and buy and source the same product and say, wow, $22,000 monthly, that's what I would get if I sold it? Absolutely not. You would not get that much because this person is already established. They've already got the Amazon Choice Badge that we can see here for barn door handle, which is probably one of the best keywords for this product. So how can we differentiate? How can we bundle this item? Well, if you're like me, you have no idea or any experience with barn doors or barn door handles and what might go well with them. So what do? We look at the frequently bought together section, and what do we see here? It looks like a barn door latch. Now we start to think, okay, so a lot of people have purchased this latch in addition to this handle, this exact one. And it does make sense why they would buy that. Now we look at the price and it says $43.23. And if you remember, the handle itself cost $29.99. And so for this latch, charging about $13. So I looked a little further on Amazon and what did I find? Somebody launched this exact bundle. We see here in the picture, there's the handle, there's the latch. And now this product has only been live for 25 days or so. So it's starting out, but we can already see the monthly revenue is looking good, $14,300 a month. And look at the price point. For somebody who wanted to buy that other handle and to buy the add-on of the latch, remember it was $43 plus. Well, this bundle is $39.99. It's able to stand out from all those who just did the copycat product of just the handle, and he's able to offer it at a lower price. And we look at the criteria that we set out. Is it an inexpensive add-on? It is. There is no possible way that that little latch costs $10 to make. Does it fit nicely in the box? Does it make it too much larger? It does. Is it a useful product that provides value that people in that target demographic would also want? And it does. And the data supports that by it being in the frequently bought together. And that is an example of a good bundle. So, in conclusion, bundling is a great way to differentiate your product, but please make sure the bundle makes sense. And not just to yourself. Ask those around you, ask those in the target demographic, the more the merrier. Now another way to differentiate our product is a quantity change. And notice what I wrote under it, a quantity change that makes sense. So keep in mind the following, 2 is not always better than 1. It needs to make sense. A mother who is looking for a stroller or a crib for their newborn baby. Let's say the crib that they want is $100. Now someone else is offering 2 of those cribs for $150. Does that make sense? Probably not, unless you have a friend who needs the exact same crib and wants it, or they have multiple bedrooms in their house and they just need extra cribs. But most parents only need 1 crib. And so that wouldn't make sense. So it needs to make sense. So how do we make sure that a quantity pack or a different case pack makes sense? Well, you gotta, again, try to talk to the target demographic. If you're in the target demographic, perfect. But what case pack would they purchase? Would it be 1? Would it be 10? Would it be 20? Is there a need for that? Is there a market for that? Now, a good way that you can do that is looking through the reviews. You can look to see if people say, I bought a bunch of these. I loved it, or the group that I'm with, we bought this, or bought this for work. Who knows what it is, but you can look for some ideas there. Now, one example I like to go to is meal prep containers. And you'll see there's a lot of different sets. There's 5 sets, 10 sets, 7 sets, 12 sets. And simply just adding a couple extra of an item can really be a difference maker. If you see everyone offering 10 pieces of a set, and you could throw in an extra 2 and it costs almost nothing and the package doesn't get any larger, that could separate you right then and there from all those competitors. And that's our example. 4-piece versus 5-piece. Does that one extra or a couple extra drive more sales to you? Will it get more eyes to you? Will it make you stand out? And does it make sense? And if it does, then that might be an excellent bundle or a quantity variation that you can offer. So in review, bundles are an excellent way to differentiate your product. Remember those few tips that we had, and also a quantity variation is an excellent way to differentiate your product. But with both of them, it needs to make sense. It needs to make sense for the target demographic, that they would actually want those items and that they provide value to them. Hope this helped, and I'll see you guys in the next video.